So we're going to finish up topic 2.1, and we're noticing that we have this limit definition. So this special limit definition has this funny notation that we were looking at, and it's read f prime of c. So that's the way you read it, f prime of c, and we use it to denote the slope of a tangent line to a function. So this limit that we had earlier in the lesson, we can write it as f prime of c equals that limit. And really what that is our second major concept in calculus. F prime actually stands for the derivative of the function f of x. So that word derivative, so derivative and slope are actually, or slope of the tangent line, are actually the same thing. Okay, so we're going to use slopes of tangent lines to find derivatives. So if f is a function for which the limit as x approaches -2, and notice this here looks identical to this, so it means we're going to find the slope of that line, okay? They're saying that that slope equals 0. So this is saying slope equals 0. Which of the following statements must be true? So x equals -2 is a vertical asymptote of the graph, which is true, but because we have this limit out in front, we're not really talking about the function. We're talking about the limit of the function. So the fact that it's asking for a vertical asymptote really wouldn't be true of this because they're not looking at the function, they're looking at the limit of it. So this one is false. The function f is continuous at x equals 2. Obviously, the function is not continuous at x equals 2 because there is, sorry, it doesn't matter on this because we're not looking at 2, we're looking at where x equals -2. So it's not pertinent to what the actual function is. The derivative of f at x equals -2 exists. So remember we just said derivative is the same thing as slope. We know the slope is equal to 0. So if the slope's equal to 0, it does exist. So that's true. F is not defined at x equals -2. So that's saying that the function is not defined. If I can get a value of that function, the value of the limit or a value of the slope or the derivative, then I know the function has to be defined. So this one is in fact false. And that's a really good look at what like an AP multiple choice question would be. Not going to be on the homework, but that's kind of a good preview of some of those things that are coming up in the future.